Good morning. It is a Monday morning. I just got in from my walk and I have decided to do a what I eat in a week video for you guys. I'm very excited about it because we're going to break through my plateau. I've decided that this is the week. This is the week that we really focus and we just do it. We're going to do it. We're going to break through this weight loss plateau that I've been stuck in. And I want to document it for you because why not? Confidence is key, right? So if I say it's going to happen, it's going to happen. So, yeah. So it's Monday. Good morning. Welcome to my channel. I am Sam. I run a vegan blog. I have been vegan for 6 years. And I don't know if you can tell by my voice, but I'm getting over a cold or allergies or who knows. It's that season where the leaves are on the ground and I don't know if I'm sick or if I have allergies. So sorry about my scratchy voice, but it is what it is. So today I'm going to show you what I eat in a day, and tomorrow I'm going to show you what I eat in a day, and I think I'll do Monday through Friday. So let's go. I have my cup of tea. It has a little bit of agave in it this morning because it was kind of bitter, and I was just trying to fix it. I'm off coffee right now because it was causing some stomach issues, so I'm giving coffee a break. And this is my typical breakfast. You'll probably see this all week. Maybe I'll change it up one day, but most likely this is what I'm going to be eating. It's a pound of zucchini, frozen hash browns that I tossed in the air fryer, and it's topped with ketchup, hot sauce, and my homemade hummus, which is the best one, and you should make it. I just got back from grocery shopping, and I just wanted to show you my grocery haul. I will go to a produce store as well. This is all from Aldi, which is a budget grocery store near me, if you're not familiar. And so this is what I got. I got lots of produce, celery, 2 bags of carrots, mushrooms, tons of cucumbers because I love to snack on those, spinach, a little bit of zucchini to hold me over. I got these yummy looking cherry tomatoes, and I just couldn't resist because they looked delicious. I never had them before, as well as some cilantro, green onions, peppers. I have some strawberries, some broccoli, bananas, sweet potatoes. I'll stock up on my potatoes at the other store, but those are just to hold me over till I get there. And then this side is more like my well, some of it's mine and some of it's my family stuff. So I like to keep frozen broccoli on hand as a backup, tons of tofu. I always keep a bag of ready to bake pizza dough on hand for my kids because sometimes I just need an easy meal for them. I got some guacamole, mainly for my daughter, fries for my kiddos. These are actually not that bad. They do have oil in them, but they're pretty low in fat in the serving. So I don't mind snacking on those once in a while, but they're mainly for my kids. These are the hash browns that I use for my breakfast. I do have a couple bags of those still in the freezer, but I got a couple more so that I don't run out. Stocked up on my beans, got my vanilla because I ran out, salsa, and then some pasta because I always like that for an easy meal. This is the dark chocolate my husband likes to snack on, so I got that for him. I'm very excited for some seltzer. I love when the spiced apple Waterloo comes out. That's super delicious. And then just some other stuff that none of this is actually mine, but well, this is mine obviously for laundry. But my husband and my kids sometimes still use a little bit of spray oil, backup condiments, relish, some bread for my kiddos, pretzels for my kiddos and my husband to snack on. And I got some hot dog buns to switch up the bread to make it interesting for my kids this week when I make their sandwiches. But yeah, so that is my family's grocery haul for the week. And I'll see you at lunchtime. Oh, and because I'm sure you're going to want to know, all that food cost me $100 and some change at Aldi. So it's great for budget shopping, especially on a whole food plant-based diet. You can find tons of stuff there. And then at the produce store, I usually spend about $40, but I'll keep you updated on that when I go. About to sit down and dig into this delicious plate of goodness. It is a buttload of steamed cabbage there that I wanted to use up, and this is really just a bunch of leftovers from my fridge. So I have a sweet potato that's topped with some veggie TVP and bean sloppy joe that I made the other day, tiny bit of leftover veggie butternut squash curry that I had the other day, and tiny bit of lupini beans that needed to get used up in the bottom of the jar. So I'm basically cleaning out my fridge, and honestly, this will fill me up, but it's not enough starch to keep me full. So I'm probably going to have like a mini meal in an hour or two. So see you then. Just like I thought, I am hungry again. So this is my mini meal that isn't so many, but I'm sitting down to have this. It's about 2:30ish in the afternoon, and I'm hungry. So I'm going to sit down and eat. And I just have some sweet potato fries that I chopped up and quickly steamed in my microwave steamer for about 5 minutes. And then I seasoned them and I air fried them until they looked good. And then I have some of those yummy tomatoes that I just picked up with some hummus and ketchup and mustard. And I'm very excited to dig into this snacky meal. Dinner was simple and delicious. I just water sauteed up a bunch of vegetables with a little coconut aminos, air fried tofu, served it over rice with a little vegan kimchi, and some avocado and nori, topped with sweet chili sauce and sriracha. It's day 2, and I'm starting it out the same way I always do. I measured out about a pound of zucchini and chopped it to get it in my air fryer before I leave my house. Then it gets to cook while I'm out for my morning walk, and when I get back, it's ready to eat. I got a little produce run in, so this is everything I got. It all cost me $35, and I am stocked for the week. I kept lunch today very simple. I've got some steamed broccoli and some air fried potatoes, and I topped it off with leftover cheese sauce that I had in my fridge. It is my own recipe. I will link it for you in the description box. And I topped it off with some hot sauce, and I'm going to dig in. I was in the mood for soup for dinner. So I made this sweet potato chickpea veggie soup that's made creamy with a little bit of soy milk and cashews. Then for second dinner slash dessert, I roasted up some honey nut squash with a little bit of coconut sugar and cinnamon, and this was so tasty. On to day 3, I started the morning off strong with my same breakfast, and I added a little bit of tomatoes in it this time, which was pretty good. For my lunch today, I'm keeping it simple, but with a little twist from my usual. I decided to cook up some veggies. It's just mushrooms and onions, peppers, cabbage that I tossed with some seasonings, water sauteed, topped it with hot sauce and hummus. And then for my starchy side, I've got sweet potato fries that I made in the air fryer along with some tofu for protein. And I've got some ketchup and mustard and simple, large, and delicious and just full of low calorie dense food. So this is definitely going to keep me on track and full for the afternoon. So tomorrow is Halloween, and yesterday we carved our pumpkins, and today my daughter requested that I roast up the pumpkin seeds. So I roasted these up, and I will probably pick out a few of them, but they're mainly for her. But they're delicious. I just roasted them up with some cinnamon and a little maple syrup and salt and a tiny hit of cayenne because I like that little kick in there, and that was it. And now they're nice and crispy and yum and delicious. Festive for the season. Dinner tonight is going to be some big salads. I just made these for my husband and I. The base is lettuce and arugula. I topped it off with some slaw mix that I just made a huge batch of and put in my fridge. It's carrots, purple cabbage, and Brussels sprouts, and it's perfect to make salads like this and bulk up the veggies. And then I topped it with some chickpeas, some dried cranberries, some cucumbers, pickled peppers, and then I'm going to top it off with my maple mustard dressing and some kabocha squash from the air fryer. It looks nice and pretty for about 10 seconds, but then I'm going to put all the toppings on top and chop it up really good, and it'll be nice and mixed together, just the way I like it. Starting my day off the usual way, and just remember it's okay to eat the same breakfast every day if it's something that you like and enjoy. So we made it to day 4 of this week, and I think things are going pretty well. I'm very happy with this. And today is Halloween. So I have gone into this day with a plan. I'm not a huge candy eater. Like, as I have continued with like a more whole food plant-based diet, I just don't crave sweets the way that I used to. I'm more of a savory person. So I'm not too worried about the candy, but on days like Halloween and holidays, it's easy to just reach for those things just mindlessly. And it helps that a lot of it, because I have kids, obviously, so we're going trick-or-treating and there will be candy in my house. But it helps that a lot of it's not going to be vegan. So I can already rule out that I'm not going to be eating that candy. And then for the rest of the candy, I just don't really want it. I know that it's easy to get those like itchy fingers and just reach for things. And that's where I would struggle, not really because I'm craving it or I want it because it's there. And I'm like, oh, it's vegan. Like, let me just grab it. So I want to have a backup plan. If I do get a sweet craving, if I feel like I'm missing out on something, I have lots of fruit. And I know some people don't like reaching for fruit for sweet cravings, but I really like it. And I have some like really good apples right now from a local farm. So I plan on having an apple as my backup. And then my backup to my backup is going to be like a stuffed date. So I would like take a date and just take the pit out and stuff it with a little bit of peanut butter or chocolate. And that's going to be my go-to if I'm like really wanting like candy for some reason. I'm going to grab that. And usually one is enough because they're just so sweet to me that if I ever like have a second one, I'm like, whoa, this is a little too much. So that's my backup to my backup. I'm going to grab an apple for my sweet treat if I want something, not necessarily if I am fine and don't want anything. And I'm going to have the date if I really want some candy. But that's my backup plan. And just, recording this video this week is very helpful too, because I have that extra level of accountability with you guys. So it is good to have you here with me because I'm more likely not to succumb to those like itchy finger feelings, So sorry for the intermission. I'm trying to keep this video like nice and to the point for you as much as I can. So I'll see you at lunchtime. I have another nice and simple lunch today. I have the leftover veggies from lunch yesterday, as well as some steamed Brussels sprouts that I did in my microwave steamer, and some air fried sweet potato fries and tofu. Once again, I will dip those fries in some mustard and ketchup because that's what I like. And that is my nice hearty lunch for today. It was unseasonably hot today, so I made myself some iced green tea with a little bit of agave. And our quick dinner before trick-or-treating was Halloween-themed pasta with oil-free red sauce, a dollop of tofu ricotta, and a side of broccoli. So it is day 5, the last day I'm filming for you guys this week, and I'm sitting down to my normal breakfast that you've seen all week long, and I just really enjoy it. So I'm showing you real life what I'm actually eating. I'm not changing anything to make it look fun or exciting. I'm just showing you what I've actually eaten as I'm trying to stay like whole food plant-based and consistent so that I can get my weight loss moving again. So I feel like this week has been going really well. It does help me to be recording it for you guys to make sure I'm really on track. I didn't have any candy last night and I didn't feel the need to snack. So you saw I ended my day with dinner and that was it. And yeah, so I was happy. We had a really good time and now my house is a complete disaster. So I will be spending the morning recovering my home from the chaos of my children last night. Sipping on a tea again this morning. I'm going to sit down and enjoy my breakfast and we'll go from there. Here is another simple lunch. This is what I'm sitting down to eat today. I've got a big old salad that's made with lots of leftovers from my fridge. There's like leftover broccoli in there, tons of slaw mix, some pickled peppers, and a little bit of hummus on top, a little bit of leftover chickpeas that I had in my fridge, and then I used a little maple mustard dressing on top, and then a side of potatoes that I air fried, and I'm going to dip in some ketchup and mustard, and this is going to be tasty and filling, and I'm going to sit down and eat it right now. Tonight we're having my Friday night sushi bowl for dinner. It's got rice, kabocha squash, tofu, slaw mix, cucumbers, kimchi, and I top it with coconut aminos, avocado, and sweet chili sauce and serve it with nori. So delicious. So that is everything that I ate this week. 2 more days has passed, so it is now the following Monday. That means a whole full week has passed. My weekend looked very similar to what you just watched. And I'm happy to report that my weight did go down, actually almost by 2 pounds. Does that mean I broke through my plateau? Only time will tell. I can't say for sure. Obviously, it's all about consistency. So if I just go off the rails and, do whatever I want for the next week, obviously, I'm not going to make any progress. So I'm super happy to see the scale go down those 2 pounds this week. I will definitely take it, and I'm going to continue eating this way, focusing on really, really simple foods that I like and enjoy, things that don't take up a lot of brain space that I can just throw together within minutes. And really that's key for me to be consistent. It's got to be easy. I don't want to think about it too much. And I think that is really what has helped me be successful so far. So I'm going to really lean into that. I'm going to continue on this journey, keep eating basically the way that you've seen me eat this way, and I'll do another what I eat in a day video soon and check in so you guys can find out if I am still losing or if I'm still stuck in my plateau or what's happening. But thank you so much for watching this video. I'm so happy that you're here with me on this journey. I love chatting with you guys down in the comments and hearing about your own personal journey. So make sure you comment below. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel so that you never miss another one. And I'll see you later. Bye.